the sky. There goes that cricket thing.
Ugh, the last one was a bit of a toughie. My eyes are still flickering.
Last thing we did was complete Lady and Silver Gun. Is that a video game? The final entry on the list. If you're wondering what that is, it's a shoot-'em-up game, and until just now we were at the video game arcade, where we finally completed it by repeatedly using continues and taking turns. Because it was so hard, it made getting to the end of all the more impressive. Look, I would have been able to smash that thing in 30 seconds tops.
Wow, it's a real masterpiece, isn't it?
I'm no good at shoot-'em-ups. The best at this game was Agia, then Katori. It seemed that Katori had played it from time to time when she skipped school before. She must have gotten mad with the incredible difficulty of the game and said, "One day I will complete this game," and added the entry to the notebook, it seems. We had spent about 3,000 yen to complete it. Jesus. Isn't that like equivalent to $30?
Does that mean we've cleared everything on the list?
Yeah. We'd also finished the entries that Katori hadn't written while we were at it. Like going through the cloud passage? No, the only one that cloud passage. Since we didn't know what that meant, we had actually cleared the whole list.
Now that we've finished it, doesn't it feel like it all ended a bit too quickly?
I'm glad we finished it before dinner.
Ah, you're right. If we want to hang out, we should do it again some other day.
What's up?
Nothing.
Doji's expression seems dark. The same as Agia, it looks like she feels unexpectedly disappointed now that that's all over. Like it wasn't enough.
Alright, I'm hungry. I think I better head back now.
Hopefully your mom won't find out about this.
It's okay. Our own teacher isn't that diligent.
But Hataru is quite serious. If she realizes that you hadn't gone to school, she might tell your mom, right?
If that happens, I'm taking you down with me.
What? How could you? Are you gonna tell on me?
It's been 5 years. You should go and get a kick in the butt from my mom.
She said jokingly and turned to face Katori.
Thanks for the day. Thanks to you, Katori, I had a really good time.
Yeah.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
She said with a smile and turned to leave. With a spring in her step, she walked up the gentle slope.
Ah.
Katori went to say something, so Agia stopped walking. Katori looked down and faltered as she spoke. This time, she looked like she was about to cry. Agia waited for a little while for Katori to open her mouth, patiently. However, Katori didn't say any more.
Hey, Katori. The truth is, I came around today because I had something I wanted to talk to you about.
Something you wanted to talk to me about?
Let's be in the soaring club together. I heard it from Aoi. You know a lot about gliders, don't you? You always had fun when we went to the garage, didn't you? If we're in the club together, it would definitely be great fun. Every day would be like today, I'm sure of it, don't you think?
Agia closed her mouth and waited for a reply. There's no mistake that Katori was in two minds. She was certainly interested in gliders, so I think she would actually really like to join the soaring club. That's why now she might be able to express those feelings.
I said I wouldn't do it, didn't I? But why? Just because. It's got nothing to do with you.
Agia's expression dropped at Katori's blunt refusal.
Why do you have to say it like that, I wonder? Because you're sticking your nose in it. If you feel this way, don't you think that's why you don't get involved in class?
This time Katori seemed irritated by Agia's remark.
Well, excuse me for not getting more involved. I don't go kissing up to be everyone's friend like a certain somebody, that's all.
Oh, sorry, wrong voice.
Certain somebody, that's all. Kissing up to people?
Hold it, calm down, both of you. Why are you arguing all of a sudden? I step in so they can't ignore me. After all, we had such a fun day, let's just cut it. Ah! Agia pushed me aside like I was in her way. It's no good. It looks like she's quite pissed off about the kissing up comment.
I don't agree with the way everyone has behaved recently. Of course you would feel angry at them for speaking to you like that. However, I also think that you have some negative points. Like what? See, that's what I mean.
Agia pointed her finger at Katori's face as if to say, "There! Irrefutable evidence."
You're always so how should I say, defiant. That's why everyone misunderstands you. Like how we were hanging out today. Couldn't you have opened up a little?
Thank you for your kindness. I haven't asked for it. I never asked for it, though.
You don't have to say it like that. You're really pissing me off.
You really are kind.
Huh?
I know all about it. The reason why you've been speaking to me so much is because our teacher asked you to. Halting for a moment from hearing Katori's words, Agia stayed tight-lipped. Her cheeks went red. Oh no! Really? Or is the reason why you're being so being kind to me is because you feel sorry for me? I'm sick of being treated like that. Katori told her and turned her wheelchair sideways. Goodbye. Hey! With that, she left by herself. Agia.
It's fine. What you said, it's all true.
But that's not the reason why you did it, though, is it? Aren't you also being misunderstood?
I'm sorry, I'll go now.
Agia, this time looking like she didn't want to talk, with trembling shoulders, climbed the gentle slope. I watched her from behind as she left and then hurried back to the dormitory. Oh my god. A lovely day ruined. Just like that! And it wasn't like a it didn't really feel forced that it was just done like that. It feels like that could have just happened. So, wow. Katori! Hey, Katori! Bang, bang, bang. Wang, wang. Hat came out as if to protest about the noise. Hey, is your buddy in there? Wang. Get out of the way, will ya? I move out of the way and take a peek into Katori's room through the dark door. Damn, Hat's in the way. I can't see. Ugh. Hi, you mustn't do that. Kaneko, has she come back yet? It looks like she's still not back. It looks like she's still not back. Did something happen? Yeah, kind of. Can I ask you to prepare dinner? Me? Please. You're joking. I can't do that. Well, you're the one who asked me. Don't blame me for whatever happens. Oh shit, she's gonna burn down the building. I've had it with all of them. I've washed my hands of all of them. That's not what it looks like, though. Oh, that's not what it looks like, though, sorry. I call out to her but without surprise. Katori looks at me for a moment before quickly looking back at the lake. At night, the lake looks like a vast black mass of darkness lying sideways. On the other side is Windmill Hill, which looks beautiful when illuminated. Since she hadn't come back to the dormitory, I guessed that she might be here, and this is where I found her. What are you doing here? A self-assessment? I say it in a light-hearted way, but she doesn't answer. Let's go back, it's almost time for dinner. Tori shook her head. You can't stay here, can you? No way, I don't want to go back. Why not? I don't want today to end. She mumbled quietly as her cheeks quivered for a moment. What do you mean? If I go back to my room, it'll all be over. Today was so much fun. I don't want it to end. It sounded like she was getting tearful. It's been so long since I spent time with friends like this. Tori. Even so, it ended with an argument. Yes, that's true. You can't round off a fun day with an argument. For me too, today was an unbelievably fun day. It was like going back to how I was a kid. Sure, why not? Miss a word, that's okay. Playing stupid pranks from the morning until sunset. Right now, the thing that makes me feel a little pleased is the fact that I know that Katori feels the same way. About Agia, I didn't see the things that happened in the class, so I can't really say, but she's a simple person, so I don't think she would have done what the teacher asked if she didn't want to. Yeah. However, even if she hadn't been asked, she's the type of person who would just do it anyway. That sometimes causes problems though, right? I said jokingly, and Katori smiled just a little. Yeah, I know. And today, she wasn't asked to, but she skipped school with us, didn't she? That was the first time she had skipped school, and only stuck with us because that's how things turn out. She's not a bad person. Maybe she really thinks that she wants to be your friend. That's all. Well, that's what I think. Even a Geo wouldn't go this far just for the sake of being kind. My legs became like this 2 years ago. I was in an accident when I was on vacation. Until then, I was just like you and her, walking around, running. I had lots of friends and I was in a sports club. I played volleyball. Really? Imagine Katori jumping up from the floor and launching an attack on the opponent's court. No doubt about it, she would have been a brilliant spectacular. Then, my legs were injured in an accident, and now I wouldn't be able to live without a wheelchair. The school I went to didn't have any elevators, and there were steps all around the school. A step of as little as 5 centimeters is a huge obstacle for a wheelchair. Even going to school became a huge problem. The life I had before the accident, going to eat hamburgers with everyone after school, going to buy clothes. Those things that most people take for granted, I couldn't do a single one of them. When all of my friends that I was so close to realized everyone kept their distance. I guess that's obvious because we couldn't hang out together. That can't be true. If they were your friends, they wouldn't care. They can still hang out with you. I think that might just be oversimplifying things, though. At the very least, that is an actual experience of it. One time in the homeroom, the teacher noticed that I was isolated from the others and said this. Katori has been through so much. Let's all try to get along with her. I was really shocked. I realized exactly the predicament I was in. After that, I secretly cried by myself. I felt so frustrated, so pathetic. To have everyone being so careful around me. I hated it, but there was nothing I could do. Katori's hands were trembling as she held onto the hem of her skirt. It looked like the frustration of that time had come back to haunt her. That's why I came here. School has full wheelchair access, so I could go there by myself without inconveniencing anyone. At our school, Katori can go there by herself and get into and out of the classroom without anyone's help. But it was no good. A place like school, you can't just go there all by yourself. It's not just a physical problem. It's a social environment, and you can't get by without being involved with other people. As well as that is the danger that I might get a puncture. But I might get a puncture and won't be able to move. Or that I can't get into the bath by myself. I'm just so tired of it all. She murmured as she spoke and looked across the windmill hill on the other bank. The composed forms of the giant windmills seemed to have a calming effect on her. That would be pretty tiring, wouldn't it? It is, you know. Don't you think that I've tried really hard until now? I do. I agreed from the bottom of my heart. I can't just say something simple like try even harder. Is the search for new members for the Soaring Club going well? And it looks like we might be able to do something. I just hope we make it in time, though. I see, that's good. That weird senior, she's been doing her best all by herself this whole time, hasn't she? It would be terrible for her to have to stop halfway, wouldn't it? I would like to try flying one day, too, in that glider. Katori narrows her eyes as she speaks. She looks across the sky above Windmill Hill. Hey, you, don't really want to quit school, do you? That's not it. My mom and dad are worried about me, too. If I were to quit school and go back home, they would be pleased. Katori smiled when she said that, but to me it looked like she was forcing herself to smile. I sat next to Katori, and just like her, looked at the view of the opposite bank. Before I came to Kazagura, I was in the cycling racing club at a school really far from here. When I started to speak, she glanced at me. I didn't say anything, and well, she listened to me. There are sports scholarships for that too, you know. I trained desperately every day so that I would be exempt from paying tuition fees, and in order to win races. The practice was seriously tough, but riding the bike felt good, so it didn't really feel like such hard work. Bicycle road races are incredibly tiring. In a big competition, you cycle 100 kilometers in one day. 100 kilometers? That's crazy! It is, isn't it? Also, you have to go over hills on the way. Hill climbing is complete hell. While climbing, I always wanted to give up. But after climbing it, cycling down the hill feels amazing. Really? I couldn't tell if Katori was impressed or envious when she responded. That part is fun, so that's why I thought I'd try racing. In one competition, I came third. That's great! Was that a national competition? I nod with pride. Actually, that is one of the few things I can be proud of. Anshin came to watch. I was really happy about that. But then I got greedy. In the first race of the second year, I had an accident. While in the middle of the downhill section, I was involved with another bike that had fallen down, of all things. In that situation, I was competing with several other bikes. I was in a hurry to get to the front and got too close to another bike. Then the accident occurred. The other bike suddenly lost its balance and I got tangled up with it and hit the asphalt while traveling at high speed. With a bitter smile, I rolled up the leg of my pants on the right leg and showed her. With that accident, my life as a racer ended all too soon. The scar from the surgery is still fresh. Katori looked at it and seemed to be lost for words. If it were her, she would be able to say that she got away with just a scar. With the rehabilitation, I was able to walk again, and now I have no problems with everyday life. And the doctors said so too. But I can't ride a bike anymore. Is that the reason why you quit your previous school? I nodded quietly. I was a scholarship student, so it was hard for me to be there after I withdrew from school, but I couldn't have stayed there. However, my friends from the cycle racing club were there, and I would watch them practicing. While I watched them doing their best from afar, I was able to live a normal life. My leg recovered after the rehabilitation, but instead, I felt really depressed. I thought it would have been better if I couldn't move at all, because I could have just given up on it. It was painful and difficult, and I didn't know how to handle all of my unfocused thoughts. That's why I came back. I ran away back to my hometown. Somehow I felt a sense of relief, and I wrapped the story. Now that I think about it, this is the first time I've spoken to Katori about this. I haven't even confided in Nagia and the others about this. Sometimes we feel like running away, right? There are more hardships in life than things that we can enjoy. The things that Katori says to comfort me are actually really pessimistic. That must be how she really feels. However, I didn't tell her this because I wanted to be comforted. There are still things I want to say. There are some things that I realized from running away. There's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere left to run to. It's like a dead end. I cannot see the way forward either. This is a way for you. There are other ways. I thought I would regret it, running away, I mean. But it wasn't like that. My hometown is the same as it always was. It kindly welcomed me back. That's good, isn't it? That makes it even worse. The warmth of my hometown, it makes me forget my pain and impatience. Whoops. It feels like I'm gradually being paralyzed. The pain, the importance of the things I've lost. I'm forgetting little by little. If I lose that, will I still be me? You have something, the glider. Yeah. I'm excited to think I could fly in it. I envision myself flying through the air as I look to the night sky. Over that, Katori looks down. Do you have something like that? Something ahead of you if you quit school and go back to your hometown. Tori looked at me like she was in shock. She desperately tried to hold back the tears that were welling up and about to fall from her eyes. Don't say things like that. Something so cruel. Whether something lay ahead or not, I realized then that she had a deep conflict within, even more than I had thought she had. You don't think there is anything ahead, do you? That's why if you have nothing left to do, everything is over? No, that was just for fun. If you want to have a bath, I'll help you get in. If you get a puncture, I'll fix it for you. I'll help you if you need it, so... A tear ran down Katori's cheek. But it was only a single tear. I don't want to be any more of a burden than I already am. Give back my withdrawal notice. I want to get the withdrawal notice that I had stuck to the back of the drawer. So that's where you hid it. When I held the withdrawal notice in my hand, the terrible things that I had said to her came to the back of my mind. Do you have something like that? Something ahead of you if you quit school and go back to your hometown? I regret those words as I offered the withdrawal notice. He dropped this, so I picked it up. Right, thanks. However, Katori didn't take it straight away. For her to take that would be for her to decide her own future. But in the end, she reached out her hand. Schwap. I quickly pulled it away and she seemed embarrassed. I'm not gonna do it. What? I'm not gonna give it back. Held on to it and left the room. Welcome back! Dinner's ready! It was very popular. We still have a whole pot left. How about it? I walk up beside Kaneko as I make it look like I am rummaging around the kitchen. What are you doing? Long after Katori comes into the dining hall. Give me back my withdrawal! Give me my withdrawal notes back! Withdrawal note? Withdrawal notice? That's too bad. I've already hidden it somewhere else. What do you think you're doing? I won't accept it. Just give it another chance. I don't know what you're talking about. Feelings that this situation wasn't fair were bubbling up inside me. I know how Katori feels. It must have been incredibly difficult, and makes me feel a pain in my chest just imagining it. But it's only been 10 days since I came here. I feel like I want to do something for her, but isn't the time that I've been giving too short? I get it. I'm just being nosy. I totally get it. Why are you talking to yourself? Give it back. It's mine. No way. If you want it back, look for it yourself. You're so mean. What happened to the sad feelings you had in the nice story that you were telling me just now? The hell if I know. You really are a meanie after all. Wow, this guy's a dick. I whistled badly and played whistle badly. I can do that. Hey, Kaneko! Yes? You saw where he hit it, didn't you? Where was it now? Even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. Hey, if you weren't here, Katori, I'd feel so bad. Katori's face has gone red. Looks like a rage gauge. Rage gauge has reached max. Idiots! Moron knucklehead! I can still quit school without it! Firing off a few parting shots, Katori hurries out of the dining hall. Dinner's ready, you can heat up in the microwave later. The door at the end of the hallway closed with a slam. So, where did you hide it? I pulled a piece of paper out from under my shirt. Not bad. Thanks for your help. Extend the little wings once fly in the sky so the highway. Alright, time to save. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll be back in the next bit, so have a nice day, whatever.